Hello, dear friends. I'm Tama, and I'm grateful to share this space with you. Each day offers a new opportunity to find stillness, presence, and purpose. But in a world that moves so quickly, it's easy to lose touch with the quiet peace that lives within us. The teachings of the Buddha remind us that peace is not found in escaping life, but in learning how to live it. One breath, one moment, one mindful step at a time. In this video, we'll explore 6 daily habits inspired by the wisdom of Buddhism that can help you create a more peaceful and centered life. These are simple practices, quiet, steady, and powerful, that can transform your days from hurried to harmonious. Let's begin. The way we start our morning shapes the rhythm of the entire day. Before the world awakens, take a moment for yourself. Sit quietly. No phone, no to-do list. Just you and your breath. Feel the cool air as you breathe in and the warmth as you breathe out. Let your breath be soft, steady, like gentle waves arriving on a quiet shore. You don't need to control it. Just notice. Trust that each inhale is a beginning and each exhale a letting go. This small ritual centers the mind and sets the tone for calm awareness. You're not trying to change the world in this moment. You're simply arriving in it, fully awake and fully here. And from this place, you can move forward with greater ease. This first breath is not just air. It is a reminder that you are alive, grounded, and connected to this moment. Even a few conscious breaths can signal to your body that you are safe. It tells your mind there is no need to rush. It anchors you in peace before the world asks anything of you. In Buddhist practice, the breath is seen as a bridge between the body and the mind. When you breathe with awareness, you're returning home to yourself. Let this ritual be your gentle beginning, an invitation to greet the day with clarity, not chaos. It only takes a minute, but that minute can transform how the next 24 hours unfold. After beginning your day with mindful breathing, the next step is to carry that awareness with you into the moments that follow. This is where peace becomes a living practice. The mind loves to wander into the past, the future, the what-ifs, and the should-haves. But peace lives here, in the now. Present moment awareness isn't about forcing silence or chasing some perfect state. It's about gently bringing your attention to what is. The feel of your feet on the floor, the warmth of a cup in your hands, the sound of the wind through the trees. These tiny details of life are not interruptions. They are life. You might be doing something as ordinary as washing the dishes, but instead of rushing through it, pause. Feel the water on your skin. Listen to the soft clink of the dishes. Smell the soap. Be there for that moment, fully. In Buddhist teachings, mindfulness is not just a technique. It's a way of being. A practice of honoring the sacred in the simple. When we are present, we become available to life, just as it is, not as we wish it to be. This awareness helps soften our inner dialogue. We stop judging our experience and start observing it. A passing frustration becomes just a cloud in the sky. A moment of joy becomes a deeper blessing because we actually felt it. You don't need long stretches of silence or retreat to do this. Present moment awareness can live in a sip of tea, a deep breath, or a quiet gaze out the window. Even one mindful breath between tasks can reconnect you to yourself. As you move through your day, ask gently, where is my attention now? And if it has drifted, that's okay. Just invite it home without judgment. The present moment is not a place we visit. It's the only place we ever truly are. Peace is not only found in stillness, it is also cultivated through how we show up for others. Compassion is the heart of Buddhist practice. It is not pity, and it is not weakness. It is the quiet strength of caring deeply, even when no one is watching. Engaging in compassionate action doesn't always mean grand gestures. Often, it looks like something small: holding the door, offering a sincere compliment, listening without interrupting. These moments ripple out in ways we may never fully see. You might ask, how can I bring compassion into my day? The answer lies in intention. Before you enter a room, a meeting, or a conversation, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, how can I be of benefit? It could be patience instead of frustration, kind words instead of silence, presence instead of distraction. In Buddhism, this is called metta, or loving kindness, a sincere wish for all beings to be happy and free from suffering. When we act from this space, our choices shift. We move from self-centeredness to connection. And here's the quiet truth: compassionate action also heals the one who gives. When we extend care, our own hearts soften. We feel less alone, more human. Even a single act of kindness, done with awareness, can ease someone's suffering, including your own. This habit is not about being perfect. Some days you'll be tired or impatient. That's okay. Compassion begins with being gentle with yourself. From that place, it becomes easier to offer gentleness to the world around you. So today, look for one small moment, one opportunity to choose kindness over reactivity. Let that be your offering. Let that be your practice. Gratitude is a quiet revolution. It doesn't demand that life be perfect, only that we notice what is already good. In the teachings of the Buddha, we are reminded that the mind tends to chase what's missing. It looks forward, outward, anywhere but here. But when we pause, we can see that so much of what we long for is already present. A warm cup of tea, a body that breathes, a moment of silence between tasks. These aren't small things, they are life itself, showing up gently again and again. Gratitude isn't about forcing positivity, it's about seeing clearly. Even on hard days, there is always something: a kindness from a stranger, the sun filtering through the trees, the sound of your own steady breath. Try beginning or ending your day with a short reflection. What am I grateful for right now? You might write it down, say it aloud, or simply hold it in your heart for a moment. This practice rewires the mind. Instead of constantly reaching for what's next, we begin to rest in what is. And from this place of appreciation, our actions become more generous, our relationships more tender, our life more whole. Just as the body needs nourishing food, the mind needs nourishing thoughts. In our modern world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by noise, headlines, opinions, distractions. But what we consume mentally shapes how we think, how we feel, and how we show up in the world. The Buddha encouraged us to be mindful, not only of our actions, but also of what we allow into our consciousness. He taught that wise reflection and right understanding are essential on the path to peace. So each day, take time to feed your mind with something uplifting. It could be reading a few lines from a sacred text, listening to a Dharma talk, or sitting quietly with a meaningful quote. Even a brief moment of insight can shift your entire outlook. And wisdom doesn't only come from books. It arises from your own experiences, from your willingness to learn. to observe, and to grow. Ask yourself, what did I learn today? What would the wise part of me do in this moment? This habit turns your mind into fertile ground. Instead of letting fear or distraction take root, you plant seeds of clarity, compassion, and understanding. In Buddhist practice, wisdom and compassion are seen as two wings of the same bird. Both are needed to fly. When you nourish your mind with truth, kindness naturally follows. So be intentional. Choose mental nourishment that brings you closer to the person you wish to become. Because what you feed your mind becomes your life. As the sun sets and the world grows quiet, we're offered a sacred opportunity to pause, to look inward, and to return to ourselves. Ending your day with reflection isn't about judging what went right or wrong. It's about gently checking in with your heart. Find a quiet moment before sleep. Sit or lie down comfortably. Close your eyes if you'd like. Then ask yourself, how did I show up today? What moments touched me? Where could I have been more present, more kind, more patient? Let these questions arise without criticism. This is not about perfection. It's about presence, awareness, growth. In Buddhist teachings, reflection is a form of mindfulness. We observe our thoughts and actions, not to dwell in regret, but to illuminate our path forward. Even small insights can plant seeds of transformation. You might wish to recall one thing you're grateful for, or offer loving kindness to someone you encountered, or even to yourself. These small acts close the day with compassion, creating peace in the heart before rest. Just as the morning breath sets the tone for the day ahead, evening reflection gently closes the chapter, inviting stillness, forgiveness, and release. With this habit, each day becomes part of your practice, a cycle of waking with intention, living with awareness, and resting with peace. And so, dear friends, we return to stillness. These 6 habits may seem simple, even ordinary, but it's within the ordinary that true peace is found. The breath, the moment, a kind act, a quiet thank you, a mindful pause, a soft reflection before sleep. These are not tasks to check off, but invitations to live more deeply. Remember, you don't need to master all 6 at once. Choose one. Let it settle into your day. Then gently build from there. Buddhist practice isn't about speed. It's about presence, patience, and coming home to yourself again and again. If this video offered you a moment of clarity or calm, I invite you to gently support this space by liking, sharing, or subscribing. It helps these teachings reach others who may be quietly seeking the same peace you are. As Tama, I am here to remind you, peace isn't something you find. It's something you create. One breath, one thought, one step at a time. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. May your path be gentle and your heart at ease. Until next time, be well.